In this video, you'll learn which file formats KOMPAS-3D supports for import and their key features. KOMPAS-3D allows you to open documents created in other CAD systems like AutoCAD, Creo, CATIA, NX, and other through universal formats such as STEP, JT, iges, and so on. You can see them on the screen, and you can find information about them in the KOMPAS-3D help system. In this slide, you can see the list of proprietary formats supported in KOMPAS-3D version 23. As you may know, a proprietary format is a closed format owned by a company or organization. These files can only be opened using their native software. To open files of proprietary format in KOMPAS-3D, you need to install the Advanced Proprietary File Format Import component from the Setup package. If you select the full installation type, this component will be installed automatically. You can see the types of objects KOMPAS-3D can read in different formats. PMI data is non-geometric elements like dimensions, annotations, and others. Note that for the step AP214 and AP242 format, KOMPAS-3D provides the same capabilities as for proprietary formats. Additionally, KOMPAS-3D can obtain such information as assembly structure, component colors, and specific model properties depending on the format. It's impossible to read a model's design history, constraints, and links applied to model objects, variables and component mates that were created in other CAD systems. It's impossible not only for KOMPAS-3D, but also for other CAD systems. The reason is that each CAD software developer uses different logic, different approaches, different algorithms, and so on. What can you do with different format models in KOMPAS-3D? First, you can view them to get a general idea of what they are and how they are constructed. You can make measurements, for example, to get overall dimensions of a part. You can create a drawing from this model, and you can add a geometry of an imported component. KOMPAS provides several ways to do it. First, by adding new elements such as holes, chamfers, ribs, and so on. It's possible either to add material to a component and remove it using standard KOMPAS commands. Another way is the using of direct editing commands. The third way is restoring design history by means of a special KOMPAS functionality. Of course, you won't get the original design history of the model. KOMPAS-3D will analyze the model and create new history based on its logic, but you'll be able to manage the process. The next way of working with important models is direct insertion into an assembly. You can add a model in its proprietary format to a KOMPAS assembly without conversion. Additionally, you can track changes in the original model. If modifications occur, you'll be able to decide whether to update your imported component or not. These are not all possible ways to work with imported models, but they are the most commonly used. In the next video, we'll examine how this works in practice. The next scenario is working with polygonal models. A polygonal model is a way of representing data in various CAD systems. The result of 3D scanning may be a source of such data. Also, a polygonal model may be the result of generative design. KOMPAS-3D supports reading polygonal models in STL, JT, and OBJ formats. You can use such models as elements of an environment to orient yourself during the design. For example, let's say you need to design an air intake for an existing car. You can scan the hood cover, open the resulting model in KOMPAS-3D, and design the air intake based on the scanned model. In this lesson, I told you about the file formats that are available for import to KOMPAS-3D and what objects can be transferred from each of the file formats. We also got acquainted with the most popular ways of using imported models.